Today, I will be determining whether Minecraft Java Edition is better in 1.1 or 1.21 as objectively as possible. In order to do this, I have created a point system. There will be two possible point values, 0.5 and 1. Full points can be gained or lost through gameplay/major experience hindering or helpfulness, for example, lag. The half points can be gained or lost through more subjective means. An example could be it's easier to find or collect a resource in 1.21 than it is in 1.1. Before we start, all of the 1.1 gameplay was done with Galley and Marble. I wouldn't have been able to do this without them, so huge thank yous to them both. Their channels will be linked in the description below. Anyways, feel free to disagree with me in the comments, but without further ado, let's begin. Let's start with major issues and cons of the versions. In both versions there is some sort of lag, but specifically in 1.1 there would be some large lag spikes that would cause my whole game to freeze then crash. There's also some major connectivity issues that I faced. I believe it took me around 40 minutes to get connected to the server after my game crashed. I ended up reading multiple forums and checking my laptop up and down for anything to fix it. Ultimately, after using a new connection to the server, it randomly began working again. 1.21 has less major game-breaking issues. The only thing I really noticed is that when you tab out, sometimes you'll come back and the game will be frozen for a moment. Let me know if I missed anything. Now on to half points. Please note that this section has a lot to do with the specific seeds and is more subjective since it's about the things that made the experience less enjoyable. Specifically in 1.1, I noticed boats were incredibly laggy. As you can see, everything associated with boats gave me some lag. Another issue exclusive to 1.1 is that it never saves your preferences and options. I had to repeatedly reset my mouse sensitivity and move my FOV to my preferred setting. This was quite annoying. The hitboxes are also very off in 1.1. To build off of that, arrows were also very laggy. Even when you thought you had aimed in the right spot, sometimes your target would move, and because the arrows were so slow and laggy, they would miss what you were trying to hit. One other issue is how difficult it was to get ender pearls. I'd estimate we spent 3 or 4 hours solely trying to find endermen. Since villager trading wasn't added until 1.3, there was no way to get ender pearls from them, and there were obviously no piglins to get them from. We had to sit in the overworld and wait until night, where we waited some more for endermen to spawn. It was a grueling process that I would not recommend. Also, you can't swim, so anytime you're in water or sink to the bottom, you have to hope you make it up before you drown. Now on to 1.21. I'm not 100% sure on the statistics, but it felt like it took much longer to find a nether fortress because of how big the nether was with all of the biomes. There are also drowns in the water, which can make it hard to swim if you don't have a boat. It can take longer to find the stronghold because you usually have to dig deeper, and specifically on my seed, I couldn't find any pools of lava to make another portal. Now onto lag. I won't be taking off points for lag because both can lag badly at times. However, I would like to mention it because if you're thinking of switching to playing on 1.1 or switching to 1.21, it's nice to know. 1.1 would often freeze or the environment would freeze, but I could walk around. This ended up causing me to die a lot because mobs would be able to attack me even when I was far away from them on my screen. 1.21 has times where there are also major lag spikes like that, but not nearly as often. I completed Minecraft with only one of these spikes. Okay, for the pro full points, let's change it up a little bit and start with 1.21. Something I think is full point worthy is how smoothly it runs. I never feel like my frames are that low in 1.21, and it definitely makes the experience more enjoyable. Now in 1.1, I think that nostalgia plays a big part in the enjoyment of 1.1. Everything feels older and more nostalgic, which might make you feel like you're playing with your siblings and fighting for the Xbox again. I think that's a big part of why some people enjoy it more than 1.21. Moving on to the half points of this section. 1.21 allows you to see the durability that's left on your armor and weapons, which is very helpful. Also, the variety of items and blocks is nice. I like being able to envision a build and go out and find the exact blocks for it. Obviously, there is more that is good about 1.21, but these are some of the main/obvious things. Now on to 1.1. I actually liked how limited the world was. Not needing to dig as deep to find diamonds was definitely nice. Along with that, not needing to mine deep slate was one of my favorite things about mining. The world definitely feels smaller, but that also makes you feel comfortable. Knowing you don't have to venture out as far to collect resources since there aren't as many is nice. Like I said for 1.21. There's probably more good things about 1.1, but these are the first things that come to mind. I figured I'd quickly mention that there's kind of a trade-off on whether you want to play with variety or not. 1.1 allows you to get what you need to build a basic house and complete the game. The variety in 1.21 allows you to get any kind of material you want, after a lot of searching that is, to make more complex builds and complete the game. So whether you like simplicity or not is the major factor if you'll like 1.1 more than 1.21. The version with the most points at only -0.5 was 1.21. I believe 1.1 may be too early in the game's history to be nearly as fun. I mainly say this about the Ender Pearl grind that took hours. I could see how earlier versions of Minecraft could definitely be more fun, at least once it's past a certain point. If I had to choose a version to play on that wasn't the current one, I'd definitely pick somewhere around 1.13. That way you can enjoy both the simplicity and having a decent amount of variety. And even though 1.21 won, play whatever version you want, because they all have their pros and cons. I just wanted to say, this video took a really long time to come out, and thank you everyone for the support on my previous videos. Really, go subscribe to Marble and Galley. This was only possible because of them. I mean it. I suck at Minecraft. Go watch their videos because they'll be using more of the footage than I did. Unfortunately, my day 1 recording and day 2 audio corrupted, hence why I formatted my video this way. Anyways, if you want to see more of the actual gameplay, go check them out. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing and have a great day.